Hey there everyone, it's Retro Martin here, and it's time for another MegaDrive challenge. We have just finished doing Fire Shark, which we had some excellent blasting action. I managed to get the furthest I've ever got in the game, nearly completed it, but not quite, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, considering it was a vast improvement on the last few times I've played it, I'll take it. This fortnight we are going to be playing a game that is quite well known. I can't say I'm a massive fan of it. There's a lot of good ideas and other things, but it just kind of falls flat in a lot of areas. We are, of course, going to be playing Kid Chameleon. Now, this is a platform game that came out back in the 90s, 2D, obviously, which has you playing the titular kid as you go through a virtual reality that has been taken over by its boss to try and capture the children that are playing it. The main gameplay mechanic is that you can collect masks that allow you to change into different roles, like a samurai or a tank and stuff like that, and make your way through several levels. The game is actually mostly non-linear, contrary to what you'd expect. There are lots of little hidden routes with teleporters that take you to different stages, so you can actually complete the game quite quickly or not quickly at all, depending on which way around you go through it. With this, we're going to proceed with default settings. I don't mind because of the absolute ridiculous difficulty of the game. If people want to use all their continues, albeit I'm sure when you use continue you lose your score anyway, and then just aim for the highest score you can. For those of you that have never done the MegaDrive challenge before, I obviously set a game and people try and get the highest score they can within the rule set. You can play 50 or 60 Hertz versions, PAL, NTSC, it doesn't really matter in this particular case. You can use an original cartridge, you can play the game via a collection, or you can emulate. However, if you do emulate, use a collection or whatever, no rewind or save states. If you use the hashtag MegaDrive challenge on Twitter or Blue Sky, or do a video on YouTube and at me in so I can see it and I can collate the scores at the end and see how everyone's done. I'm looking forward to putting a bit more time to Kid Chameleon. It's a game I do need to get better at because I'm not very good at it. My introduction to it was via the strips in Sonic the Comic, which were phenomenal. I then went and played the game and was a bit disappointed. I think, as I said earlier, a lot of great ideas, but some of the gameplay elements are just not tuned well enough. The jumping is very floaty, and it should have been a much better game than it was. But it isn't a terrible game by any stretch. It is enjoyable, and I'm hoping you will enjoy it for the MegaDrive challenge. Good luck.